Alamgir was one of the past Mughal kings in India. It is said he was a devout Muslim and staunch upholder of Islamic tenets. He banned all luxury items in his kingdom, including the listening to music. No one dared do so even privately in his home. Those engaged in musical provision for their earnings got together to discuss what to do. They decided to take out a procession on the streets of Delhi in protest. So one day they staged a grand procession taking out a big janasa coffin and marched on the streets of the capital. They passed in front of the king's palace. They raised their voice, as well as the janaza, to make their amusing protest march conspicuous before the king, who was then sitting on the front terrace. The king became curious and wanted to know which eminent personality had died, as to be given such a grand funeral. Some leaders from the procession approached the king and in a lamenting and wailing tone told him that the coffin was, in fact, that of music. Since it was strictly banned in the country, they were suffering loss of daily income. On hearing this, the king smiled and said, "Very good. Dig the grave so deep as to ensure that the dead music does not rise again for hundreds of years to come." The Islamic philosophy of life dictates that this worldly life is transitory and a quick passing one, whereas the life hereafter is eternal and more important. Therefore, Islam has forbidden those things which distract our attention from this fact, which leads us towards a loose character and overlooking of the moral duties of our life.